who I am? Well, I want to answer you. But first, let me tell who you are and what you have become. Allow me to review what happened. Let me refresh your memory. You have forgotten everything, and there is no one left outside of me who remembers your true story. It does not matter if you do not understand me anymore. I am a witness to posterity. That's what will count later.
The disk substrates for the microchips are made from quartz sand. The result is a perfect silicon lattice into which the transistors will later be fitted.
Do you remember the city? Earlier? The city. Do you at least remember that word? The city. So stable, so structured, but so complex. Too complex, like a building much too high and too old, where one has gradually forgotten the nature of its foundations. In short, I myself did not have that clarity at the time. I was too much involved.
It's the lack of limitation. This limitlessness will eventually limit the existence.
That the city should be infinite is not an existential problem for me. All in all, you just have to accept the idea of infinity, as the mathematicians or astrophysicists do.
Infinite? No one ever proved that.
Neither someone ever proved the opposite.
Are we even sure that it's rectangular?
That's true, yeah. Why rectangular? Why not rather round?
This is nothing more than a convention set by the architects. It relies on the observation that all the streets in the city are rectangular.
A friend of mine thinks that the city is neither round nor angular, because in his view, infinity has nothing to do with geometry.
Brilliant.
As far as I'm concerned, if the city is rectangular rather than circular, then that is a proof of the nature of our culture. Without a doubt, we prefer reason instead of feeling, matter instead of spirit. There are symbols that are never wrong.
And you, how do you think about it? Hello? Mr. Sam, are you there?
A significant conversation, profound discussions, justified by nothing else than by the feeling of not wanting to be trivial. Questions that overwhelm you. Interesting, but so vain. The really important things took place somewhere else. Unexpected, but so predictable.
At design centers around the globe, experts collaborate to design sophisticated integrated high graphic processors and wireless communications ICs. The next step is manufacturing. Let our experts walk you through the nanocosmos of the world that normally remains hidden from our eyes.
Most people think that this type of scenario happened.
The hypothesis posed by the possibility of a possible direct confrontation with this unforeseen event seems to me to be premature. Let us ask ourselves the question and consider the risks of an irrational intervention whose consequences cannot be judged at present, even more than the creation of a well-considered analysis of all the accompanying circumstances of this phenomenon.
I add that it certainly requires a change in the law.
If that's the case, considering the number of participants, suggestions and initiatives, suggestions for improvements and counter-initiatives, a serious amendment cannot be expected for the following 6 months.
And why not just an exceptional law?
Given the complexity of the situation as it is, overrushing would be politically the worst choice. And without wanting to talk the word over-exaggerated sitting, it is worth balancing because the fact urges that this film has at least pacified the entire audience. Gentlemen, ladies, I request the appointment of a monitoring committee, observing, analyzing, sorting, reflecting, weighting the pros and cons are the priority tasks in our current situation.
Every action we take has consequences that feed through the system. And the reason was the computer.
People have talked about a miracle.
We live in these networks of feedback loops.